How y'all doing? How you doing? Man, y'all have a good weekend? Hey, Ruby, y'all have a good weekend? I got to hang around some of my old friends, like guys that I knew before I was even a teenager. And that's a long time ago. And it was just us three guys. We got together and hung out, and that was kind of neat. It was neat. It was like there's no pretense or anything. There's no pretending you're somebody you ain't. Because they know you thoroughly. Well, Ruby, where'd you do that at? I'll make sure I hit yes. I'll take care of that. But we had a good time. Me and one of them, we play guitars, and the other one builds guitars. So we got to hang out, do some guitar stuff. We tried to play a few games. I tried to introduce them to a few games. I thought it would be easy to teach them Skulls. I mean, I thought, man, there's nothing to this game, Skulls. Kind of not prices right. It's name that tune or whatever. Kind of rules. And man, they couldn't grasp it. We were struggling with that. We ended up playing what's it called, High Society, and that actually worked. That was easier for them to play, and so we played that. We had a big old time with that, so that was fun. And just talking, a lot of talk. It was good weekend. So hope y'all's went well as well. We're gonna play some Neuroshima. We're gonna get to that, do what we're supposed to do, and then we're gonna talk about a few things. Man, I'm really excited about some of the stuff that Portal's put on Tabletopia and the access I've got, and we're gonna need to explore that in the coming weeks. So for sure. So anyway, moving on. Let's play a game, shall we? Come on, let's do it. Well, here we are again, and we're up against the old AI. We don't have a Matthew Jude to beat up. Boy, I felt really bad about it. What was it? Like 19 to negatives? I shouldn't even repeat that. It's just mean. It was cruel. I felt really bad for him. Had a good plan and executed it well, and he had some draws that weren't as good as they could have been, but anyway. Let's see what happens today. We're going to do the quick game. See what happens. All right. 35 ways to kill. That's the hegemony, isn't it? Let's take a look. Yep. It's the hegemony against the Steel Police. Well, y'all know I like the Steel Police, so that'll be all right. That'll be all right. So anybody who's next to the hegemony there is going to get an extra melee. And the deal is that the hegemony is all melee. So what can we do? I think we should go in a corner. We should go back in the back corner someplace. Let's go with the top corner, shall we? How about the top corner? I think that'll be good. We'll do that one. All right, hegemony, what you got? All right. Well, of course, they put a module here that's not going to be connected to anything. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Well, I think we can put this guy maybe something like that. And then if we happen to get any extra melee guys, I guess we could do this, and that'll kind of block him from putting anybody there. And it also allow us to take maybe a couple attacks on him if we can get those out before the next battle. But hopefully we'll just do a bunch of ranged attacks from him from a bunch of different directions. So I think that's the way I'm going to go with that one. Oh, he threw away an assassin. All right, he's netted me up. And he's got this range plus melee coming at me. Well, now, I'm not telling everybody to run away from me or anything, Ruby, but I think that Fascination Upon Fascination, Matthew Jude and Rodney have been going at it all day learning a game. So they have the instead of watch it play, they got the watch us learn or something like that. I don't know. So they're actually learning some kind of a army game. It's like a it's called Cuba Libre, which is not a rum and coke drink. It is you actually have Cuba and you have the uprising. It was like July 26th or something like that in the 50s, and so a lot of, it's pretty neat. It's neat. I think they pretty much have finished with the rules. They're actually starting to take some gameplay. I think they've managed to get through one, and anyway, I think a lot of people are checking that out because it's a new thing. Oh, look, we got a big bad boy right here, and you know what? It'll do 1 damage to us, but we could take this guy out. Or, we could take this guy out, or we could put him here and do 3 damage, which is probably better. Yeah, I figured as much, Komorowski. Yeah, I was watching it earlier too, man. Of course, I like both of them. Rodney, and I talked to Rodney, I don't know, I guess back before Thanksgiving, and he said he's just got a lot on his plate, but maybe first of the year, Rodney's going to come join me and play some games here too, so. Man, I'm torn on this one. So the first thing, I don't need this negative. Don't need that. Could use it for a block though. Do I want to battle? This guy, I can't do anything about him right. Could totally take this guy out. I'll get 4 damage, and he will get 2 damage. Yuck. I don't like any of that. So let's see what this looks like. If I take this guy and I put him here, like that, I will take this guy out. He'll do 3 damage. I'll do 3 damage here. Which is pretty good, and I will survive. This will go away though. Hey, Yusuf. Yep. I'm not sure about this. I think I really wish I could take that guy out, but I can't. I don't know that I want to battle. We're not gaining anything. Right? We're not gaining anything from the battle. But this is a 1. You know what? I don't need to put him there because this headquarters is going to take him out anyway. And I can always use the net if I wanted to take that guy out. I could net his net which would definitely kill him. Man, I'm kind of hey Vader. Yeah, so I'm really contemplating this. I'm not really sure what I want to do because of the different things that are happening. I can't stop that 3. I don't need to put this guy there necessarily, but if I put him there, he does 3 damage, and if I put him here, he gets netted. But I can net the net, which will give me 1 damage, so I have a total of 4 damage, and he would have a total of 3 damage. So if I do this, I'm better off. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's do that and call it done, and I'll go ahead and pull the trigger. Hey, we got some people on. All right. There we go. Yeah. He got a couple of damage on me, but like I'm taking him out. There you go. That's how that's done. All right. All right, so I can still do 1 more damage to him. Oh, he's putting the net down. That's great. You know what? I don't even mind that he put a net there. I really don't, because he's not going to be able to do anything to it. So I don't mind that too much. Now I can make it to where he doesn't play. So that one there is called Terror, and I can make it to where he can't play any more units, which is nice. That gives me a couple of more units ahead. But I've also got this, which gives more damage. And of course, doing damage early is always a good thing. But I think in the way that I want to do this is I want to chisel at him. And I think getting ahead right now might be better. So let me do this. I'm going to get rid of the plus, which is it's a little crazy, but I'm going to get rid of the plus. I'm going to put this one, I think, in this corner. Yeah, I'll put this one in this corner, and I'll play this one so that way he can't put any units on the board because they're scared. They're frightened. There you go. So now that gets us ahead. Except that all I drew were battles. Dadgummit. All I drew were battles. Alright, I'll get rid of 1 battle. I'll put this here, just so I can protect them. And I'm going to pull the trigger because I can do more damage. Remember, it's all about knocking a little bit more off. Special update. He's for fans of Captain. Developers of new Neuroshima Hex app are hitting new milestones. Oh, great. Great. So the new Hex app is going to be coming. Sounds pretty positive. I'm assuming Portal Games US is Ignacy. So, hey Dutch. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. So we got him another damage there, and I'm taking out his net, and he's taking out my executioner. Oh no! Yeah, she ain't gonna make it easy for me. It's not easy. It shouldn't be called easy mode. It should be called, I'm gonna take you out this time, Captain. I can always revert to the old app, can't I? All right, let's see what we got now. So now I got him, I've drawn him away, which is fine with me. So I've drawn him away from my base, right? And like, absolutely, I don't care about that. Now, the one thing I will tell you about this is, so you can see my netter. I don't think you can quite make it out here. Here, I'll scoot it over a little bit. So if you look, he's got a question mark right there, which means that I can always put a different thing on top of him whenever I want, which means I can use him as a foundation tile. So he's a netter that I can use as a foundation tile. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I want to net him. Yeah. All right. I don't think I want this. I like the free net, which means I could net the netter, and then I would take out both of his guys. So putting this, so this module here is one of those modules, when I put it down, it will keep, whenever I use my net, it usually costs me 1 health point. But if this guy's out, it doesn't cost me any health points. So, and I always want to net somebody who's going to do damage to me or something like that, or someone who I'm going to kill immediately, so that way I can put the net out again. So, that being said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. I can put him here because I can use him as a foundation. Let me think about that. Also do that. So the problem with this guy is he has toughness. So I need to grab him for 2 rounds probably. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put this thing, I think I'm going to put it over here in this corner. And then I am going to do net, and I'm going to net his netter, which wakes that guy up. So now I can kill this guy. Maybe that'll work. Right. So again, he's trying to, like right here, he's going to do 1 damage to me, and he's going to take out my medic. Whatever. I'm not too worried about all that. +1 doesn't really help me. Doesn't really help me. Try to think if there's a way that I can use that +1 to my advantage. I can block an area and give whoever's there a +1. Right now he's going to do 1 damage to me, and I'm going to take his stuff out. But I'm not going to do damage to him. Kind of stinks. I will take this guy out, and I'll get a net again, which is good. I want to do that. All right, I'm going to take care of this +1. I'm going to put this +1 over here, and this is basically to fill a hole. It's a way for me to make sure that he doesn't put somebody there to do damage. And now he's going to do 1 damage to me, and I'm actually not going to do any damage to his base, which generally is something that I wouldn't do, except the fact that I will do damage to this guy, which will kill him, which means I'll get my net ability back, and I'll be able to use the net in the next round of battle. So he'll get 1 damage on me, so I'll be at 17. He'll be at 16, but he will be down on the net, and this guy will have had 1 damage. So I think it's worth doing. So that's my logic on that. So let's get it done. Oh, I forgot he gets 2 on me because he's next to his headquarters. I forgot about that. Yep, so now we're even. All right. All right. And that guy goes off on a 3. Well, I like this guy here. I like the push. This guy is going to get killed if I don't do something about it, and I can't really do a lot about it. So it seems to me this one isn't doing me a whole lot of good, but I can take this one and I can put them right like this. And push that guy out of the way. So now he's at a 3. This is still going to do 2 damage to me. But if I push him, right? Because there's no way I could push this guy. There's no way where I can push him to keep this guy alive. That just isn't going to happen. So I want to protect my headquarters. That's the thing that I really care about. So I'm moving him to the side. Now I could have this guy attack twice. I would love to have this guy shoot the base twice, but this would also protect my base. So I'm going to go for that. Actually, since that one's got a +1 as well, I'll give him... I don't think that'll do anything at all. Oh, hey, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I'll do this for the heck of it. But I can also do this for free and deactivate and no cost. Right. So I'm doing this one and he's deactivated. There you go. I could have made this one a 2 and a 1. It's still the same, and I'm blocking, and I like blocking, so that's good. Because he's got melee only. Well, most of it's melee only. All right, he reshuffled that. I don't really care about that. That's fine. Ugh. I don't need this guy anymore. So this 3 is going to kill that 2. He's netted right now. I can put a guy on top of that, but it's not necessarily going to do anything awesome for him. I was thinking I could shoot this guy with a 3, but I can't get access to that +1 where I'm at. This is going to knock that out. He's only going to do 1 damage. Oh, here's what I can do. I think I need to take this guy out this round as well. So if this guy gets cleared on a 3, then I can hit him on a 2. You'll see. And then I can take another shot at 1. So I won't do a battle because he'll put somebody here. I don't know what that'll do, but it'll be fine. So look, if I take this guy and I put him here, what I've got is on a 3, this guy's going to get cleared out. On a 2, this guy will get cleared out. So, which makes him gone, which gives me the net again, as long as he doesn't take out that thing. So, and I can make this guy go off on a 2 and a 1, so I'll do 2 damage to the base before it's over. All right, he moved that. So I got a movement, I can move it back. Or I could use this guy to do a 1 and a 0, which seems better. So I'm gonna hold on to this push guy, which I really like him, but he only goes off on a 2. So I'm gonna do this. I'm going to take this guy, put him here. And we'll call that a battle. Boom. There you go. Yeah, I hate that he got my net, but that's okay. I got him. That takes care of that. Then I do some more damage. Hey! Alright. So that was pretty good. 12 to 16. So that all worked out good, right? Gotta chisel at him. Just keep chiseling at him. So, alright. Man, we got some good stuff now. So we definitely want to increase that guy. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I could do a lot of damage to him. So if I use this piece right here and I increase these guys damage so that they would do 2 damage on each initiative, that would give him 4 damage. They would do 8 damage to him. And I like that a lot. That means I have to get rid of this guy, who I really like. The push and everything is awesome, but we got to let him go. We're letting him go. We're going to take this guy. We're going to put him here. And we still have a net ability, right? We still have a net ability here, but that net ability will cost us 1 point, but I'm not really too worried about that. But that'll, if he puts somebody in here that might take out one of these guys, I will net him for the cost of 1, because these guys are going to do 4 points of damage. So I'm super excited about that. Perfect. All right. Woo! Oh, man. What do I want to? I want to kill him. I am gonna rake him across the. So this would do 2 more damage if I put that on there. This guy would do 6 damage. That'd be 10 damage total. I don't think I need this push. I mean, I love pushes, but ain't gonna do me any good. This guy's gonna end up doing 2 damage to this guy. So I could absorb it. Yep. To keep him alive. So So I can absorb the damage that the HQ is going to take, because it'll be on 1 single initiative. He doesn't get 2 initiatives. So he'll, on a 1, get 2 attacks on me, and I can use the medic to absorb those so he doesn't go away. And then I can give him 2, 1, and 0. Oh no, I wouldn't be able to get him 0 because... Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get him 0. That'd be nice. But here's the deal. On a 1, it'll take this guy out. So when the 0 initiative comes, he won't have the additional bit. I can put him on him. And he will go off on a 3 and a 2. Which is okay. Let's see how that works. It gives him some opportunities here, but all right. But he's an idiot, so there's that. All right. What do I want? I don't really want to do much. I guess I can put this foundation down. Ooh, another one of these guys. I'm gonna have to go with that. Old Fang Fingers, man, he is awesome. I always like him. But when I've got my net, I could take 1 damage, do this. That's worth it. That'll give him 1 extra damage, because I got to whittle him down. There's no way I can do any more damage to him. No. I got to get rid of 1 of these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some defense for ourselves. I'm going to get rid of Old Fang Fingers there. And I'm going to take this guy and put him like that, because he will take that out on a 1, which will give me the ability to then net whoever he puts there, because I have to survive 1 more battle. There we go. Takes that guy out. Initiative 2. Got him. Got him. Got him. And there's 1. There you go. And see, the medic went away instead. So that's looking really good. 3 to 15, man. Come on. This is how you do it. Bam. Bam, bam. Yep, this is the end. You're welcome. Ta-da! Initiative 0. Yeah, take out some more stuff. How about it? How about it? Man, I don't know. I might be able to play on hard. Justice! Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, all right. Well, that went pretty easy. That went great. I really do like Steel Police. I do like Steel Police. And of course, we know that when he's playing Hegemony, you know, it's all about melee. So if you can keep him from putting anything next to your base, you're going to do pretty darn well. So, so that's good. Anyway, hey, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, some games I wanted to talk to you about, and I just want to take a few minutes to do that. So let's go talk about some stuff. All right, all right. Well, it was a great game, Ruby. I'll tell you what, Matthew Jude gave me renewed confidence in my abilities, and I took it out on the Hegemony as well. And 15-0, that's all right. So, I've been waiting for this to come back in stock. I was told that it was a pretty darn good game. It looked like something that Miss Lisa might like, even though it's just a 2-player game and it's more of a head-to-head type game. And that was Mandala. So we got that in and went to play it. And I guess we played it 3 times together. And she tried to like it. But I won every time. And I mean, like, I really won. Every time. And there's a couple of things about this game that are cool, and I'll share those things. So you do get this cloth, and I guess this is kind of one of those things where people will go, you know, maybe you wouldn't be thrilled with having a cloth board, right? But I think it's kind of neat. It's cool. It's cool. I like the fact that you can fold it up and roll it out and all that kind of stuff. I think that's neat. And it's a it's a pretty big area and all that kind of stuff, and it's a neat way to, put it in a small. I can throw that in a pocket or something and bring it. But now, what do you guys think about square cards? I'm not a fan of square cards. I don't like square cards. I'll tell you why. See, a square card, it doesn't want to, it'll bend this way pretty easily. But when I go to bend it this way, it's not wanting to. So I don't know what it is about square cards, but you can feel it. Like this way it bends easy, this way it doesn't. Right. That's right, Dutch. Don't be square. Hey, game designers, don't be square. It also makes it, look, there is a pile of cards. Look at all these cards I get. So I got all these cards. That's a pretty large deck, right? That's a large deck. And I got to shuffle them. Well, now you got to get them all turned the right way so you can get any kind of, flex to it. It's like that phone book thing, trying to rip the phone book in half or something like it. It's impossible. I can't freaking shuffle these cards. There's a lot of cards, and you need to be able to shuffle them because you don't want you tend to collect them in groups of colors because it's all different colors, right? So you tend to collect them in these groups of colors, but you don't want to draw them in group. Well, I want to draw them in groups of colors, but you can see there's a bunch of orange right there. Like you want to break that up. Well, good luck because it's hard to shuffle, right? So you got 6 different colors. You're doing set collection. I think it's a neat game. I hate the square cards. I just tell you right now, I don't like the square cards. That's the thing that I didn't like. Lisa didn't like it because she thought it was just too much luck. She thought she was getting bad draws and stuff like that. But a loser's got to blame it on something, right? It's a good thing she doesn't watch these broadcasts. Anyway, so round cards are even worse. I bet they are. I bet they are. But I like this game, and I would definitely play it anytime. The theme, there's not really a theme. The theme could be anything. Don't text her. Anyway, the theme could be anything, and so I wasn't into that. But I like the ideas behind the game. I thought about the idea of right now, the way that it goes, you don't really draft cards, you draw cards, and then you do hand management. It might be cool to have a display, and then maybe Lisa wouldn't have that excuse of it being so random. If you had a display of cards, Ticket to Ride style, then maybe you'd be able to mitigate that luck. For me, what I would do is I took time to draw more cards because you can have up to 10 cards in your hand, and I tried to keep a variety of cards in my hand, which helped to inform my decisions, and I think that was the way to go and why I did so well. So that was the thing there. So that's Mandala. I would say in my rating system, I give it a 6.5. It's definitely a game. I mean, if any of y'all came up to me and said, hey, you want to play this game? I'd say, sure, and we can play it. But I'd be frustrated with the shuffling of the cards. and I'd still want to try it. Maybe do some drafting rather than just a random draw. I think that might be something worth trying, right? That might be something worth trying. Of course, they may have done that and found that it didn't work. So that's that. So the other thing I wanted to tell you about is, y'all know I've got a million games that I haven't played and whatever, hadn't played them. And I try to go through them as much as possible. And you can get on my BGG and I try to keep it updated. But I just got this in Tungaru. Right, Tungaru. Anyway, pretty neat. It's what's that called? An archipelago, whatever. A chain of islands, a bunch of islands. I can't remember the name of that one game where you're building bridges between the islands. It's like a hand shape, whatever that's called. Um, it's similar to that where you're playing between the islands. So you're moving a boat to a place that is between two islands, and then you can play either one of those islands. It's also it's kind of interesting. One player, the first player, rolls the dice, and the other player sets his dice to the exact same values. So even though the dice roll is random, both players end up with the same dice. So that's kind of interesting. Um, in that you share the same fate, if you will. So that's pretty cool. Um, so I haven't played it yet, and I want to play it. So hopefully next week I'll be telling you what I think about Tungaru. So it came out on Kickstarter. Just got it on Kickstarter off of Kickstarter. Assuming it's probably going to be coming to retail, but I also wanted to reiterate to people, you know, Christmas time. I'm looking at games and stuff like that. One of the things I want to tell you about is this idea that the pandemic's not over yet. We're just now starting to distribute the whatever it's called, the stuff that keeps you from getting sick. What's it called? Anyway, the shot. You get a shot, you aren't going to get it, which is cool, but it's going to take a while. Vaccine. Thank you so much. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. The vaccine. Thank you, Dutch. So it's going to be a while till it gets distributed, and then we got all the different countries and whether or not it's going to make it to all those countries and whether or not we can travel between countries and all that kind of stuff. I have no idea how that's going to play out. It's a mess. And, and then there's the politics that are involved in these things as well, which kind of drives me crazy. But what I found is, and I don't remember if I told you or not, but I played Detective Season 1 with my mom and my aunt on Zoom, and we had a big time. It's not as complex as the regular detective, and it made it easy for us to talk through it and figure out what we're doing, and I could do share screen and that kind of thing. And it all worked out really, really well. So if you're looking for something to do, especially, maybe you're not going to be able to make it to your family and see them and all that kind of stuff, I think Detective Season 1 is a great way. And I'm not just saying this because of Portal, right? I mean, obviously I owe all this to Portal, but Detective Season 1 I think is a great, and I can't wait for a Detective Season 2. Something of that weight I think is so good for Zoom. It is awesome to be able to hang out with people. So even giving it as a present and then playing with them through the first part of the year, I can't say enough about that. Right? So I was looking at those. I don't know how Chronicles of Crime would do. I know that the new ones are they got some new ones out that are standalone and stuff, but there's that whole looking in the room and looking for clues, and I don't know how you would share that. So I haven't tried it, but I know Detective Season 1 worked great. Also, we played the Boston one as well, and that went really, really well. Rob did such a good job on that storyline. Man, I can't say enough about that. Yeah, the dig deeper. That's right, Dutch. It was so good. And we, right about the time that we thought, we got to figure it out, some little twist would happen. It was really nice. It was well written. We enjoyed it. And we got to we did look up a few things about history and whatnot. But we were able to do that together, and it seemed to work out good. So those are all really good for the holidays. I'm just trying to think through those things, right? I couldn't find anything else that really played out that way, I know that we play one word, and I don't know if you guys know one word, but I think one word, I mean, it's easy enough to do. Somebody thinks of a word. I mean, I could think of a word right now, and we could say, okay, Dutch, don't look. And then I show everybody a word, and everybody writes down a word. And once everybody's got a word, we share those words with each other. Any of them that match, we get rid of, and then we only have the words that are unique. And then we say, okay, Dutch, look, and then we read those words, and then he guesses what the first word was. That works really well. We've done that multiple times on Zoom calls. It's a nice way to kind of get some interaction and do some stuff, something fun everybody can laugh about, and that kind of thing. So just because you can't be there, you know, these things are coming up. Yeah, it's a fun game. And in Komoroski, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know if you guys, it's just, it kind of sucks, right? We're going to have a small gathering. Just a few people are coming over. My brothers, one more time. So my two brothers are coming over, but my mom's not coming. I'm not going to see my aunts. You know, there's just so many people I'm not going to see or be able to hang around. And so we're going to do some small gathering, and that's it. And just trying to be there with those other people. And I think, you know, Zoom and stuff like this is awesome way to do it, because then you get to talk to each other face to face, to see them and everything. But you know, having some kind of activity there can make all the difference. And I'm just thinking that would be a good thing to do. As far as new games that I was looking at, I didn't know what you guys thought. Has anybody played New York Zoo? I'd kind of like to check that out. And also Compromat. I think that's Compromat. That's Russian for something. But I'd like to check those out too. So I'm hoping that somebody, of course, my wife doesn't watch these, but maybe I'll have to drop her a hint. I kind of like to get those and check those out too. So don't forget all the things that are for sale right now at the Portal store. There's a lot of stuff, and we've got the pre-orders and whatnot. I'm excited about the new stuff coming out. But listen, one of the things that I also found is Tabletopia. Portal was nice enough to get me the Super Supreme thing, where you pay the monthly rate and you can play other games. And you might have seen it on our stream, but we played Castles of Burgundy, and or not Castles of Burgundy, Castles of Tuscany, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Being able to play those games with people who are far away is really nice. And Tabletopia has some really good games. And what I've learned from being with Portal and talking to Ignacy is that Tabletop Simulator, there is no money going to the original designer. As far as I know, nobody gets paid except for Tabletop Simulator. So with Tabletopia, no one, everybody gets a cut. Yeah, ISS Vanguard, right? New game too. It's funny. I would think that I would love those kind of games, but for some reason, when there's how do I say this? A storyline mixed up with the board game. And that's not to say like, oh, I don't like Robinson Crusoe, but that's a theme, and you're playing a board game, and that's what you're doing. But with some of this, there's like a story or an ongoing story. Things like what's the Grail game, or Seventh Continent and stuff like that. I love the idea of it, but it's just not for me. I don't know why. And I think ISS Vanguard is going to be sort of the same. I don't know. I need to check it out. Yeah, Paul beat us. You're right, Ruby. On Castles. I like the game. again, I think I kind of have that idea that I want to tweak it, and I like the idea of not having it so random, like doing more of a ticket to ride display, so that you can grab cards that you want, so it's not completely random. I think that might be a good way to help with that game. Anyway, don't know, but I liked it. I liked how streamlined it was as compared to the original. But anyway, all right. Well, I've talked on enough. Um, it was good seeing you guys. Hopefully this week, I'm hoping that we're going to do something on Tabletopia or something. Maybe I really want to play some Robinson Crusoe, but we may play it pretty late for you the Europeans there. But you can always see it on Rewind. So, yep, Christmas is next week. I hope you got your shopping done. Soon, Amazon won't be able to deliver it, Ruby. Not in time. Gotta get on it. All right. Y'all be good. I'll see you next week for sure. And, try to spread some Christmas cheer, huh? Yeah, epic battles. Cool. I'll see you guys later. Adios.